Hi everybody, do you want to know how to keep the viruses and the bacteria out and beat this cold and flu and hopefully this virus? I'm going to show you an old method that was passed on to me by my grandmother and my mother. It's called nasal flush and gargling. It's really simple to do. You can buy some fancy machines for it, but this is an easy way to do with the stuff that you have at home. Hopefully you have one of these at home. You make tea in it. And all you're going to need is about 250 ml of distilled water and half a teaspoon of sea salt. That's it. If you don't have distilled water, you can use tap water. Put it in one of these, let it boil. Once it boils, let it cool down. Then you can store it in one of these. Now you might ask me why so much water I'm storing. Well, I use this method quite often. So it all depends on how many times you want to use it. That's how much water you want to store. I put 250 ml in here, my half a teaspoon of sea salt. I give it a nice mix. Then I go to the sink, I put this on the top nostril, and then I start tipping it over until I feel the water going through my nasal cavity and then coming down and dripping into the sink. Then I will repeat the same process for the other side. And it's that simple. Recently I went to the pharmacy and I picked up one of these, which make things a little bit easier. This holds 250 ml water. I put my sea salt in there. I close the cap. I give it a good shake. And I put it on one nostril. I give it a nice squeeze. It does the same job. Now as far as gargling goes, I always have a cup of distilled water. This is about 500 ml. I put a teaspoon of sea salt in here. I give it a good shake. Make sure the solution is nice and dissolved in there. I put a little bit of this in my mouth, then I tilt my head up and I start making gargling sounds. Usually it takes me about 30 to 45 seconds and then I spit that water out. I use this method quite often. My suggestion to you is try it, see how well it works for you. You could increase or decrease the dosage as you prefer. If you have any questions, please put your comments and questions below. I'll try to get back to you. Stay safe and I'll see you soon.